Alright guys, I'm kind of feeling awesome right now because I got the, I've been working with my friend for the past 4 hours, and we finally got the beginning of the turbo project done. And, actually, I should probably show you the pipe first. Now, the deal is that I have a turbo, and I have a car, but I need something to connect the two. And now, I also have an exhaust manifold that needs a pipe to connect to the turbo, but that exhaust manifold has a really small outlet right there. So I got a manifold from a bigger engine that has the same head, so all I had to do was just swap that on, and that wasn't a big deal. Now, we built a pipe. Well, let's get into the light. But we built a pipe that bolts up to the exhaust flange, and then that will be connected to the flange for the turbo. Now, just hold on just a sec. Let me open up my car. Okay. Now I just put those manifolds on today, and got to let them dry overnight. I also converted all of these manifold bolts that hold the manifolds on to studs instead of bolts, because bolts were a pain in the butt to keep tight and to tighten down once you got them in. But now the reason why this was such a pain is because since that comes out right there, since the frame rail is right there, and I want the turbo right about here, I'd have to run a pipe up, make a U, and run it over the frame rail. And now that's a pretty tight fit, but I did manage to get it to work, so I'm pretty happy. Now, you know, that looks fine. That's where the flange is going to be. The turbo is going to sit right on top of that once I weld the flange on, and the exhaust will go down out the back. And I'm going to try and get a, that's how much clearance I have between my frame rails, so it's a really tight fit, but, you know, it works, so I'm happy with it. So, just gotta let that dry overnight, and I will finish weld this pipe tomorrow and weld the flange on. And then I just got to run oil lines from those pressure fittings to the turbo, but I had those lines in my car, and that shouldn't be a big deal. The more annoying part would be running the drain line, and that has to run from below the turbo down into the oil pan, and then that I'm just gonna kind of have to, I guess, drill out and JB weld, or I guess drill out and try and get the threads to thread into the metal, and then I guess JB weld it to seal it, but that's about the best I can do. The other thing is, my dad, we finally picked up these rims that we were storing at my grandpa's house. These are 15-inch rims compared to the 14s like we have. Those are two of my rims and tires, like are on the front, but two of the 15s, we got 7 total, but 2 of the 15s that we had nice big tires on them. That one kind of looks like crap because I didn't really clean it up at all, but you know, just some Brasso and some little bit of time, and it looks pretty, you know, it looks really nice actually. You know, just compare that, which used to look like, you know, those crappy looking rims over there, to that, which was kind of like almost new looking when we bought it, and you know, it's not bad at all. But so my plan is to use 2 of these 15s and get big tires like what's on the rim right now, because what's on the rim right now I think are 2 45/60s, and I want 2 55/70s, so they're going to be a little taller and a little wider. But I'm pretty sure. Oh, and I should probably show you the fuel delivery that's going to go on the turbo setup. Ow, sorry. That's what used to be on there. That is a Holley 394 barrel with vacuum secondaries. I'm gonna sell that, so if any of y'all want to buy it, just send me a message. But this is what's going on there now. This is a carb I rebuilt just a little bit ago. It is a Holley 500 2-barrel, and I had to cut the choke linkage off for flow reasons, but you know, it also doesn't. I'm sorry, I had to cut the choke horn off for flow reasons, but I also don't need a choke, or well, I probably should need a choke, but I'm not going to use a choke because that's just how I am. But you know, 2-barrel probably be a lot easier to tune than 4-barrel. Don't have to worry about the secondaries and all of that. But I will make a video for you guys once I get the turbo stuff on. So, viva la turbo.